so I'm going to take you through a quick cardio-based workout. You can do it in your garage. You do not need any equipment. You just need space, perhaps a mat to protect your joints. We're going to start with what's called a lateral lunge. So anytime you're doing a lunge, you always want to make sure your knees are outside your hips and that they never overextend past your toes. So move number one for our first circuit of 4 is going to be a lateral lunge with a jump in the middle. And then we're going to step to the other side and jump in the middle. We're going to try to get to 20. Just warming up our legs, get the heart pumping. As we get warmer, we'll find that we can sit lower. Now again, never let the knee come over the toe. Push the butt back and lift the chest every time. And as you get warmer, you'll find that you can get lower. And once we've hit 20 or 10 on each side, we'll take a quick recovery and then you can come down to your mat. For the mat work, we're going to do 10 side planks with a rotation. So anytime you do a side plank, the best option is to be on your knee. If you haven't built up the strength yet in your core. Also super important is to have the shoulder and elbow in line. You never want to be past that. You're going to damage that shoulder. So really make sure it's stacked. I'm going to do my first set on my knee. And then also make sure that the forearm is parallel if you're on a mat, but in square right angles. Extend the arm up. We're going to rotate down and up. 10 times. Really pushing those hips forward, squeezing the butt, and making sure the shoulder and elbow are stacked. And 10 reps. Then we'll hit the other side. Again, make sure everything is stacked. You're safe first. That's our #1 priority. Now the bigger your rotation, the more work you get, and the more calories you burn. I think that was 10. So I usually do circuits. A lot of my circuits are lower body, then upper body, lower body, upper body. That way we keep the heart pump, and then we get to let the lower half rest while we work on the other half. So back to our lateral lunges. Make sure the hips stay square to the front. This time, I'm gonna add a tap. Make it a little bit more challenging, making sure I'm not bending, but really squatting. You should feel a stretch in that inner thigh. And that was 20. So for my side planks, I'm going to try them on my toes this time. If it doesn't work, I always know that coming back to my knee is a great option. So scissor the legs, and this way we can just get a little bit more of a rotation, making sure I open up all the way back to you guys. Side. Stack it up and rotate. So we're going to do each circuit 3 times. So this is our last time doing the squat, lateral lunges squats. So really get down and then try to reach the ceiling. Or if you're outside, touch the sky. And 20. Okay, last time with our plank rotations. Knees or toes, whatever works best for you. The good thing about working out in your garage is you can take your time. You can pause if you need to. You can take a breath if you need to. No trainers are yelling at you. When I'm doing those, I try to really make sure my hips up into the front and then get a full rotation towards the floor. Really strong movement for your obliques, your shoulders, and your butt. And 10. So we've just completed the first circuit of 4. So take a break if you need to, and we'll get ready for circuit 2. For circuit 2, we're going to be up and then down again. So for our first move, we're going to do what I call skaters. Very common movement, but a lot of times done incorrectly. Sometimes people skip out on the range of motion and they're like this, but the longer we go and the more we push the butt down with the knee out, the more activation we're going to get in our quads and our glutes. So as you skate, go for that long stride. Imagine you're floating across the ice. We're going to hit 20, 10 on each side. Easy, right? Keep that chest up, abs braced, and then the hips to the square to the front every time. Second move on this circuit is a tricep push-up. This is challenging for so many people, and that's okay. Take baby steps to get to that level that you're looking for. First level on a tricep push-up is hands stacked into the shoulders. You want to pull your elbows back so that they're facing the toes. I cannot tell you how many times I'm teaching a class and I say tricep push-up and elbows are out here. That's great, but when we're doing a tricep push-up, we really want to squeeze the elbows into the rib cage. So level 1, switch to a dip, right? This is your starting point if you want. Level 2, we're just going to walk those knees out, get a nice flat butt, eye gaze forward, and pull the elbows into the rib cage. So I'm going to do my first set at this level, but if you want to, you can pop up onto the toes and execute in this way, whatever works best for you. And we're just aiming for 10. So pick your level, hit your 10. Next week, try it again, go up a level or do more reps, right? We always want to have progress and we always want to have goals. So if you're keeping track, that was round 1. Round 2, we're going to go for that long stride, keeping the chest lifted, the core braced. $19, $20. Now we're going to head down to that tricep push-up. Knees in, knees out, on the toes, whatever. I'll do this set on my toes to kind of show you the correct form. Eye gaze forward. You'll see a lot of times people dip their hips and they're short-changing their range of motion and they're going to hurt their backs. So really make sure the back is flat, the abs are braced, and you're pulling your elbows back making sure the chest comes elbow height. I almost try to like make my forearm and my bicep touch before I push up. And that's 10. If you're keeping track, we only have one more of this circuit. Get your heart rate up, get you moving to work from home. I think that's 20 push-ups. I'm really bad at counting. Even when I was a trainer, I was bad at counting. Now let's say that this is a little bit too easy for you. Eliminate a point of contact on the floor and cross your ankles. My point is that even when we don't have weights at home, your body is your best machine. Your body is your best equipment because you can apply all sorts of changes and modifications to make it fit your needs better. So we're halfway through our workout. Our next move is all about stability and control of your body. So, anchor one leg, slight bend in the knee. I'm gonna have to go this way. I'm gonna extend the other leg out and keeping my hips square, not open. I can always touch a wall if I need a little help. And then we're gonna squeeze our back, pulling the elbows up and really opening that chest. This is not supposed to be fast. This is about stabilization and control. Push your elbows away, push your chest out, a little pause up top, and once you've hit 10 reps, you can change. Always having a bent knee. You'll find that your hips want to open up to the front to take away some of that work. Try to keep them as square as you can to the floor. And again, hold that wall if you need to. Push the chest out and keep your eyes forward. We're gonna hit 10 reps. All about stabilization and control. Super beneficial as you progress in your workouts. All right, kind of along those same lines, we're gonna stay standing for this. We're gonna bend that anchored leg, and if you have a bend, you can wrap it around, or you can hold handles and do this, but we're just gonna do standard legs lifts. So the outside of the glutes, get this move, and if you see, I'm trying not to touch down between each rep. Opening up with chest, hips square. We'll shoot for 10. Other side, bend the knee. Sometimes we forget balance and stability in our workouts, but if we have those components, our lunges are gonna be better, our squats are gonna be better, we're just gonna be a better, more rounded athlete. Heading back to my airplane with a reverse fly. Find your balance first. I always try to find a spot on the floor, and I try not to look away. That gives me more control of my movement. Now, if you're at home and you have little weights, you can put them in your hand to make this a little bit harder, a little bit more challenging. Most of us don't have these tools at home. That's okay. Body weight's sufficient as long as you're doing it properly. So squeeze those glutes, hips square to the front, eye gaze forward. We're just gonna squeeze. Imagine you're squeezing a lemon between your shoulder blades. All right, I always try to switch my starting legs. So I'm gonna start on my opposite leg this time. Bend the knee, eyes up, chest lifted, abs braced. was 10. And 10. I found myself tilting a little bit. So the next round, I'm gonna make sure I anchor better and try to stay upright a little better. Back to my airplanes. I always try to imagine something in my hands when I'm doing body weight to just feel that burn a little more, like I'm just ripping apart something or something to emulate real life scenarios. Eight, 9, and 10. All right, we're gonna head back to our side leg lifts. Now remember, last time I felt like I was gonna tilt, so this time I'm gonna work on keeping my body more upright, my chest lifted, and even if I have to take out some of the work, or out of the movement, out of the leg, I wanna feel that burn all through here. And if I'm tilting, I'm not feeling it as much. 8, 9, 10, and we'll head to the other side. Nine and 10. Okay guys, that's 3 circuits, which means we only have 1 to go. For the next circuit, we're gonna do what I call a squat box. I love squats. I do squats all the time because I feel like it's so beneficial for a full body. So I have this mat, it's probably about 5 feet long. So we're just gonna walk back and forth 5 times. We stay low, right? Anytime we're squatting, we're staying low. If we come up, we're losing the work. So push the butt back and down, lift the chest, hands forward, and we're gonna walk 5 times. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now if you have bands at home, you want to utilize bands, put them around your knees, totally fine. We're gonna alternate that with a reverse crunch. So come on down to your mat, pull your abs into the floor, hands outside. See how my heels are on the ground? I'm gonna tap my toes. I'm gonna drag them up over the hips. I'm gonna stop there, and then I'm gonna tap down. 2, we're aiming for 23. This is not about speed, this is about control. $18, $19, $20. Now if 20 is too much, pick your battles. Start with 10. Then the next week you go to 15. And the next week after that you hit 20, right? We're gonna head back to our squat walks. Band it up, hold a plate, whatever works. We're gonna hit 5 reps. Try to stay lower than you did last time. Always working for progress. Not perfection, progress. 3, that was 5. Now we're gonna head back to our reverse crunches. Now those ones were too easy for you. A way to make it a little bit harder is to extend the legs straight up and down. So this is not about speed, You've got to really control this movement. If you want to keep the knees bent, that's totally fine. And if you'll see, the lower back wants to come up. As you come down, but really push it in, that's where your core work is. $18, $19, and $20. Congratulate yourself on a job well done. One more round. So we've got 5 of our squat walks. Push it down, band or no band, plate or no plate. If I'm moving too fast, pause me. Everyone's different. Everyone has different goals. Everyone has different limitations, so we really need to be mindful of that. I'm gonna do a bonus one of these just for fun, because it feels good to squat. Okay. Some of you might know I'm a school teacher, so working from home has been a challenge. So I'm very grateful to be able to move in my garage, get the blood pumping. One more time of our reverse crunches. $18, $19, $20. All right, you guys, that was a full body workout. Just something to get your heart flowing, get you moving, get you going on your day. Please stay safe out there. I'm Rachel. Find me on TikTok or Instagram, Body by Rachel 77. I'd love to meet you.